that, again, people also trying to meet another person in order to fix their problems. So for example, a guy been single for a year and he's like, okay, I need to meet a woman in order to connect with her, have a sexual intimacy and show her off to the friends and have a good time on the weekends. A woman on the other side feels like, well, I'm not legal in this country, or I don't know how to pay for my apartments because I'm working part-time, or whatever other ideas. So sometimes people want to come together because they're really using each other. And by the way, that's a really wrong way to start a relationship. People need to be happy, independently happy. You are emotionally happy, he is emotionally happy, you come together, and then you can slowly. The biggest thing I would like for you to take from this masterclass, that you need to move through 6 stages very slowly. And as you're moving through those six stages, you're achieving those 4 levels of harmony, which is again physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. If you're jumping through the stages, you cannot achieve the harmony and you cannot achieve the love and the closeness, because what woman really wants in a relationship is to achieve this closeness, emotional closeness. And what guy wants to achieve is the sexual intimacy, right? And so women are willing to get sexually close to achieve emotional closeness, but this is the biggest mistake. Guys are actually disconnecting from you. It's like a rubber band effect. So you met a guy, you're thinking, I'm gonna have a sex with him, we're gonna get close. This is what happens. When you are close, he actually feels like you are easy and boring, and he like doesn't want to be with you too much. Do you get it? When you take a distance, this pull effect creates, I miss her, I want to see her more. And during those 6 stages, you gotta go through this. You gotta be in the middle, but definitely never like that. If a woman sleeps with a guy, she feels like she's in the stage of a marriage, and she starts sleeping with him, living even with him. The guy gets overwhelmed, it's too much for him, because a man and a woman should spend on the average only 2 hours per day. 2, more than that. It creates this effect. Rubber band effect, okay? Really close, not good. And if a woman has her friends, she's independent and happy because she has friends, she has parents relationship, her hobby, she has a full of life. A man is just a dessert in life. Your life is a main course. Do you guys get that? Don't try to make a guy your main course. Don't try and make a woman a main course. They're just a dessert. Another thing I want you to get, that if you're in a relationship and you meet a guy and you have problems, and the guy thinks, wow, I cannot make this woman happy because no matter what, she's just so bored, so critical, so not happy, it's my fault. Guys take it personally. So if you went to the restaurant and you say, oh, the guy takes 2 hours to bring our food, what kind of restaurant it is? He takes it like he is the chef and the owner of this restaurant. Zip it. You cannot ever say that. He takes it personally. And also, you guys are driving and the guy got lost. Don't say it, what, you don't know where you're going? Because he's trying to concentrate where he's going. All he wants is to make you feel joy and happy. That's what he's looking for in a relationship. And if you're constantly nagging here, not happy, and you're spending too much time, and you don't like the restaurant, and you don't like the concert, Bon Jovi is too far away seats, and you're constantly complaining about that or something else, the guy thinks he cannot make you happy. And that kills the relationship. He takes it personally, but also guys take it. If you are so happy, he thinks it is all him. And the rule here is 90-10. What that means is, imagine a bucket, empty bucket. If a woman is empty, she doesn't have a job, she doesn't have a friend, she has horrible relationship with parents, she doesn't have hobbies, she has a boring life or boring job. So her bucket is empty. Even the guy brings only a cup of water. He pours the cup of water in this bucket. The woman is still empty, meaning she's still miserable. But if a woman is full, the bucket is full, and he adds one more cup, then it even spills out. Then she walks around and you can tell a woman, who did you meet? Who are you dating? Because she's now glowing, because she was already happy. And now you're just adding this extra cup. So a guy is only responsible 10% for your happiness or misery. Only 10%. 90% who is responsible? You. And that's why it's so critical to be full and happy on your own. Because again, a lot of people, through 19 years of the therapy that I was leading, people think like this. Well, I have bipolar disease and he has panic attack. So I have only arm and leg. He has only arm and leg. Together we're gonna be one human. No, not at all. That just doesn't work like that. You work on yourself, become whole, happy, emotionally, physically, and spiritually healthy and happy. And by the way, that's who you're gonna gravitate. A lot of people on the YouTube are telling me, oh, what is Alisa talking about? Blah, 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 and they're complaining and everything. And I know, because they're so complaining and attacking me, they're in such a bad space in life. They're hating women because they are not happy with themselves. And women who are attacking guys because they're not happy with themselves. It is our responsibility to be happy on our own. No one can fix you. No one. Clear? Okay. So, question for you. Anybody, if you want to share. If you're in a relationship now, or if you're in a marriage now, or if you were married or in a relationship before, can you start seeing where you were holding your husband or your boyfriend responsible, or your girlfriend or your wife, for your happiness? And I would like for you to share that in 2 minutes. Go.
Even just being married and having issues, in our marriage currently, just as is life, I had to admit, and I admitted to him a few months ago, like, I am holding you accountable for a lot of my happiness. I had to take ownership of that. It was like watching some spiritual mentor video that made me realize that. And so what I started doing, maybe this will help somebody else in here, is asking myself the question, how can I create intimacy everywhere, every day, with everyone, so that I'm not expecting all of my intimacy needs from one man? That's unfair. And sharing that with him, he pretty much agrees. He's like, I'm not gonna fill your bucket. So if that helps, how can I create intimacy every day, everywhere, with everyone?
Thank you. Thank you.